भगवत्प्रसादो यस्य प्रसादान् न गति कुतोऽपि यस्य यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत्प्रसादो यस्य प्रसादात् न गति कुतोऽपि यस्य प्रसादात् नमस्ते सरस्वती देवै गौरवाणी तत्त्वानिने निर्विशेष शून्यवादी सत्यसाधिशकारिणे नमस्ते सरस्वती देवै गौरवाणी तत्त्वानिने जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवृतिकाचार्य अस्तोत्रषित कृष्ण कृपामूर्ति अभय चंद्र रविंद्र भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की ISKCON BBD founder Acharya savior of the whole world Jagat Guru Shri Prabhupada की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवृतिकाचार्य अस्तोत्रषित कृष्ण कृपामूर्ति भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री गुरुदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री श्री वासुदेव गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौर गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की नवदीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माँ यमुना माँ की भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की पतित पावन हरनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की बृहद मृदंगा ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की श्री श्री पंच तत्व भगवान की आयरलैंड मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम की सामवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Start.
नमस्ते नरसिंह
कृष्णदेव भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि चिटलाल महाराज की नीताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।
श्री महारानी की लिंगाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णु भक्ति प्रदेवी सत्य भक्त्याय नमो नमः। श्री वृंदाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णु भक्ति प्रदेवी सत्य भक्त्याय नमो नमः। श्री वृंदाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णु भक्ति प्रदेवी सत्य भक्त्याय नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदान विंदते तुलसी महारानी की। नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रियसी नमो नमः
तुलसी कृष्ण प्रियसी
तुलसी कृष्ण प्रियसी नमो नमः भजे राधा कृष्ण सेवा पाओ यही अभिलाषी। तुम्हार शरण लो तारा वंचा पूर्ण। Hey! श्रीवृंदाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णुभक्ति प्रतिदेवी सत्यभक्ते नमो नमः।
वृंदाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य
श्रीवृंदाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णुभक्ति प्रतिदेवी सत्यभक्ते नमो नमः।
वृंदाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य विष्णुभक्ति प्रतिदेवी सत्यवत्ते नमो नमः।
श्रीवृंदाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य विष्णुभक्ति प्रतिदेवी सत्यभक्ते नमो नमः।
वृंदाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्य विष्णुभक्ति प्रतिदेवी सत्यवत्ते नमो नमः।
कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदानी वृंदे देवी तुलसी महारानी की
जय।
Hare Krishna. So now we'll do chanting, and then we'll have Guru Puja, and then the Bhagavatam class. So we'll follow temple schedule now. So we'll chant until 7:15. 7:15 we'll have Guru Puja, and 7:30 Bhagavatam class. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Srila Shri Guru Padma Kevala Bhakti Sarma Shri Guru Padma Kevala Bhakti Sarma Shri Guru Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pratharine Nishesha Shunyavadi Vachata Deshatarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pratharine जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अस्तोत्र श्री कृष्ण कृपा मूर्ति अभय चरण अरविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की इस्कॉन ब्यूटी फाउंडर आचार्य सेवियर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री ललिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की ब्रज भूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथ पुरी धाम की गंगा माई वनमाई की भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की पतित पावन नाम संकीर्तन की लैंड मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम की गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. So now we'll have the Bhagavatam class followed by Prashadam.
Wait, तो mana प्रभु उसको से लगाओ mana प्रभु mana प्रभु बात से करी जा रहा है उसको लगाओ
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण
तो नीचे कर दो शिक्षाष्टकम की जय चिदोदर्पण मार्जनम भवमाधवाग्निर्वापणम श्रेयाकैर्वा चंद्रिका वितरणम विद्यावधू जीवनम आनन्दाम्बुधिवर्धनम् प्रतिपदां पूर्णामृतस्वादनम् सर्वात्मसम्पदं विजयते श्रीकृष्ण संकीर्तनम् नाम्नामकारि बहुधा निज सर्वशक्ति तत्रार्पितानि अमृत स्मरणेन कालो एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवमिदं शमिहा जनिनानुरागः तृणादपि सुनीचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानिना मानदेन कीर्तनीयस्य सदा हरि न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीश कामये जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवतात् भक्तिर्भवतु त्वयि नन्दतनुजा किङ्करं पतितां वा विषमे भवाम्बुधौ कृपया तव पादपङ्कज स्थितधूलि सदृशं विचिन्तया नयनं गदश्रुधारया वदनं गदगदहृदया गिरा पुलकैर्निचितं बभूवदा तव नाम रणे भविष्यति युगायितं निमेषेण चक्षुषा प्रविश्यायितं शून्यायितं जगत् सर्वं गोविन्दविरहेण मे आश्रिष्यवापादां विनष्टु माम् आदर्शिणां मर्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विदधातु लम्पटो मतप्राणनाथस्तु सदैव नापरः हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for forgetting the gains of the Lord. Second, to consider the names of the Lord like Lord Shiva, equal to the names of the Lord Vishnu. Third, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Fourth, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures of scriptures precursors to the Vedic version. Fifth, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna and imagination. Sixth, to give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. Seventh, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Eighth, To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas, please serve part 9. Constructs of faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. Do not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy names and to maintain material attachments without understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be attentive by chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the results of suspicious faith. Let us offer our humble obeisances to all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are like desire free, who can fulfill all desires and are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Giri Haridhari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Giri Haridhari. Yashoda वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते 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 वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 14, Verse 1.
हरि हरि हरि।
So please repeat after me. If everyone could open the verse, please. 6, Canto 14, Chapter, Text 1. Shri Parikshit Uvacha.
Parikshit Uvacha.
Rajastama
रजस्तमः
स्वभावस्य ब्राह्मण वृत्रस्य पाप्मना नारायणे भगवती कथम असिद्ध तृणामति। श्री परीक्षित उवाच रजस्तम स्वभावस्य ब्राह्मण वृत्तस्य पाप्मना नारायणे भगवती कथम आसीत् तृणामति। श्री परीक्षित उवाच रजस्तम स्वभावस्य ब्राह्मण वृत्रस्य पाप्मना नारायणे भगवती कथम आसीत् तृणामति।
श्री परीक्षित उवाच रजस्तमः स्वभावस्य ब्राह्मण वृत्तस्य पाप्मना नारायणे भगवती कथमासीत् दृढामति।
श्री परीक्षित उवाच रजस्तमः स्वभावस्य ब्राह्मण वृत्तस्य पाप्मना नारायणे भगवती कथमासीत् दृढामति।
श्री परीक्षित उवाच
रजस्तमः स्वभावस्य ब्राह्मण वृत्तस्य पाप्मना नारायणे भगवती कथमासीत् दृढामति। श्री परीक्षित उवाच राजस्तमः स्वभावस्य ब्राह्मण वृत्तस्य पाप्मना नारायणे भगवती कथमासीत् दृढामति।
श्री परीक्षित उवाच King Parikshit inquired Raja of the mode of passion, Tama, and of the mode of ignorance, Swabhavasya, having a nature, Brahman,
Brahman.
O learned Brahmana.
O learned Brahmana.
Vritrasya.
Vritrasya.
Or Vritrasura.
O Vritrasura.
Papmana.
Papmana.
Who was supposedly sinful.
Who was supposedly sinful.
Narayane.
Narayane.
In Lord Narayana.
In Lord Narayana.
Bhagavati.
Bhagavati.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Katham.
Katham.
How? Asit.
Asit.
Was there.
Was there.
Drida.
Drida.
Very strong.
Very strong.
Mati.
Mati.
Consciousness.
Consciousness.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace is Bhaktivedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada Ki
Jai.
And King Parikshit inquired from Shukdev Goswami, O learned Brahman, demons are generally sinful, being obsessed with the modes of passion and ignorance. How then could Vritrasur have attained such exalted love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayan? Purport. In this material world, everyone is obsessed with the modes of passion and ignorance. However, unless one conquers these modes and comes to the platform of goodness, there is no chance of one's becoming a pure devotee. This is confirmed by Lord Krishna himself in Bhagavad Gita 7.28. Yesham to antrigatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvanda moha nirmukta bhajante mam dridhavrata. Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated and who are freed from the duality of delusion, engage themselves in my service with determination. Since Vritrasur was among the demons, Maharaj Parikshit wondered how it was possible for him to have become such an exalted devotee. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshadarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna and welcome everyone to today's morning Bhagavatam class. So, the Srimad Bhagavatam is the manifestation of Krishna in this Kali Yuga. Uddhav asked, the best friend of Krishna, he asked Krishna, after you depart, where can we find you? So Krishna replied, you can find me in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. That is why we do Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Every day we read Srimad Bhagavatam to connect with Krishna. One of the acharyas say, what is the definition of Bhagavatam? What is Bhagavatam? So one of the acharyas say that Bhagavatam is a scripture in which there is prayers by Vritrasur. Now we see there are many movies that is kept on the name of the villain and they become really hit, isn't it? This particular chapter is for a villain who is a devotee. So Vritrasur was born in a demon family. He was one of the most formidable demons like Ravana and Hiranyakashipu. So Parikshit Maharaj, he is wonderstruck. He says, how is it that the demons who are always in mode of passion and ignorance, how is it that in the end he achieved Krishna? Because the whole purpose of life is Antakale cha mameva smaran uktva kalevaram. What is next line? Yeah, prayati samadbhava, sada sadbhava. No. Nasta sanchaya. So there is no sanchaya, there is no doubt that in the end, whoever remembers me, they're gonna come back to me. Now, if something happens to us, like right now, if we were to die, would we remember Krishna? It's difficult because if we go outside and if someone crashes our car, you know the first word comes out is a bad word. It's not Krishna, right? If someone steps on our toes, you will scream, yell, curse them, but it will not be Krishna. Now this particular story is of a demon whose both hands were cut. His whole limbs of the body were cut, but still he kept on remembering Krishna. and in the end he achieved Krishna. So this is why Vritrasur is one of the most glorious demons ever in the history of demons. And this Bhagavatam is named that the Granth, a scripture, who has the story of Vritrasur, that scripture is called Srimad Bhagavatam. So just imagine the greatness of it. So now, Parikshit Maharaj is curious, how is it that he could remember Krishna in the end? So the story goes, Sut Goswami says, I have heard this story from three people. One is Angira Muni, second is Narad Muni, and third is Vyasdev. So these three have recited this story. What was the story? There was a king by the name Chitraketu. So this story is when there was Yuga Parivartan from Satyug to Treta Yuga. When the Yuga was changing from Satyug to Treta Yuga, this story came into being. So Chitraketu Maharaj, he was very opulent and very nice devotee. He had 10 million wives, 1 crore wives, but he could not have a single child. So he used to be very sad and miserable because of that. Once Angira Muni, he came to his kingdom and he asked about the whereabouts. He said everything is fine. In the end he asked, so how are your children? And he became really dejected and sad. He said, I don't have any child. You are a great saint, please bless me. And like a child, he started catching hold of the feet of the Muni, saying that please, I want child, anything you have to, I'll pay any price, I need one child. So Angira Muni said, see, it is not in your destiny, it's not in your karma. However, he said, but you are a great sage, you can do the impossible, I want this. So he said, see, I can bless you with a child, but that child will be the very cause of your happiness and distress at the same time. He said, I don't think about distress now, I won't think about it, you just bless me with a child. So he gave him paisam and said, give it to your wife. So he gave it to his first wife. She became pregnant with a child and the child was born. Now when the child was born, the whole society, the whole kingdom started celebrating. They were so happy. And because of that, Chitraketu Maharaj, he had great affection towards the mother of the child and he started neglecting the other wives. So they became really envious and jealous. They did a meeting and they came to the root, they did root cause analysis and they said, the reason that our husband is attached to this one wife is because of the child. So let's kill the child. This is Kalyug, this is enviousness. That was not Kalyug, but still enviousness was there. And then they poisoned the child. The child died. The maid servant, she goes to wake up the child and then she gets to know he is no more living. Now there is complete sadness in the kingdom. The mother, the father, they all faint, they're unconscious and they cannot believe that this happened. So they were roaring and yelling and crying so much that it reached the heavens. The voice reached the heavens. And then Angira Muni came again. He came and then he asked, what's the matter? And he got to know that the child, he died. So then he started giving the Upadesh of Bhagavad Gita. He started saying, you are not this body, you are soul, and don't worry, it was not in your destiny, and whatever happens, happens for a reason. But you cannot console a grieving parent. These things won't work. A beggar needs food first. I cannot go and say to a beggar, read Bhagavad Gita. No, first feed him, and then you're gonna tell him. So after that, Angira Muni saw that it's not working. So he called Narad Muni. Narad Muni also tried to pacify it. It was not working. In the end, Narad Muni said, okay, fine, what do you want? So he said, you both are great persons. You are beyond this material universe. You are transcendental. Can't you bring back my life, my child to life? Narad Muni touched the child and the child woke up and started speaking. So the father, Chitraketu, he said, son, where were you? So the son said, which father are you? I have been a tomato, a potato. I have been Indra, I have been Brahma, I have been a fish. Which parent were you? And it hit Chitraketu and everyone that this boy is actually speaking the truth. He says, I have been child to so many parents, I can't remember you. Which life, which parent are you? And then at that very moment, Chitraketu, he had this self-realization that I was so attached to this boy, and he insulted me in front of everyone saying that who are you? Which number father are you? Isn't it? So at that time he just left his kingdom. He goes to Narad Muni, he says, now I understood the truth, everything that you were saying, now it's all inside me. Please initiate me. So Narad Muni then gave Diksha to Chitraketu Maharaj. He gives him a mantra. And then Chitraketu Maharaj, 1 week it took him. He was completely just on water. He gave up eating, he gave up sleeping, everything, and he did chant that mantra. Within 1 week, he saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then there was complete transformation. And because of his pious activities as a king, he got life. In this next birth, he became the king of the Vidyadhar. Vidyadhar are the people who are transcendental. In Hindi or in the normal language, they are called angels. Okay, so Vidyadhar, Gandharvas, Apsaras, these are all transcendental beings. Now, being Vidyadhar, he has the access to go everywhere because we are restricted to 3D, 4D, 5, maybe 5D world. The denizens of heaven, they are beyond 5 dimensions. They can come here, become invisible, they could sit here, I cannot see them, they can see me, they can hear me, I cannot hear them. So that is the advancement. So he could travel, he became a space traveler and he could travel everywhere. So he used to travel place to place. And once he went to Kailash. In Kailash, he saw something very wonderful. He saw Lord Shiva, who was sitting like this on a Vyasasana. And all the great sages of the world, they were sitting. There was Narad Muni, there was Lord Brahma, there was Asit, Deval, and all the great munis in the world. They were sitting like you were sitting as an audience. And he was speaking Srimad Bhagavatam. But the most wonderful part was that Mother Parvati, his wife, was sitting on the lap of Mahadev. And then he was speaking Srimad Bhagavatam. As Maharaj Chitraketu saw that, he was completely overtaken with wonder. And he started laughing hysterically. He said, look at this Mahadev. People speak Bhagavatam. And Uma, Mother Parvati, she is the most beautiful, we cannot even comprehend her beauty in this material world. There cannot be anyone, even beyond imagination, how beautiful she is. And she is sitting on the lap and he is giving a discourse on Srimad Bhagavatam. So he started laughing. Now, this is not to be misunderstood. The greatness of Mahadev and Mother Parvati, we cannot even speak in words how great they are. When there was churning of ocean, the first thing that came out was halahal vish, poison. Now it was devouring the complete world. So the demigods, they ran towards Lord Shiva. They first go to Lord Vishnu, help us. He says, every time you come to me. So he says, who was the person who was not participating in this? Because you all have desires, that is why you are participating. Anyone who is not participating is desireless. Who is that? They said, Mahadev. Go, run towards Mahadev, he will save you. They all run towards Mahadev. Mahadev said, what's the matter? They said that this the poison, it's devouring us, please help us. He said, see, I am a grihast. I have to take permission from my wife first. So then Mahadev goes to his wife. And the mother says, what's the matter today? Everyone is knocking at our doors. Has something gone wrong? So he says, yeah. And all the demigods, they were very anxious because which wife would say to her husband, drink poison? So they knew the answer that she is going to reject and we are all going to die. So they were very, very, very anxious and heartbeat increasing. So Lord Shiva, he tells his wife that there is a problem. What's the problem? There is a poison. And this poison is devouring, engulfing the entire universe. So to everyone's surprise, mother said, so why are you asking me? Why haven't you already drunk it? Why did you drink it already? So this is mother, because she had motherly affection for all her children. We are all children of Jagdamba. Mother Durga, we are all her children. So she had this compassion for all her children, the demigods, the devatas. So then the demigods understood, this is Mother. So we should never misunderstand Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati, because Mahadev is Avadhut. He's completely in Samadhi, transcendence 24 hours, 365 days a year. So Chitraketu, he laughed. And then Lord Shiva was quiet. He did not say, because he understood there are 55 qualities in Lord Shiva. The 55th quality is he is Antaryami. He knows what's going on inside my mind and inside your heart. So he knew why Chitraketu laughed. Because he was quiet, the whole assembly, they could feel the insult and embarrassment, but they did not laugh because they followed Lord Shiva. Mother Parvati, she became really angry. She rose up from her seat and then she says to Chitraketu, oh, you wicked one, you think that you are very smart. In this assembly, there is Lord Brahma sitting, there is Narad Muni sitting. You think now you have surpassed them. They are not laughing, they are not making fun. They understand the greatness of Mahadev. Who are you? Who do you think you are, that you can laugh at Mahadev? And then she said that because you have done something that a demon would do, your behavior was not at all demigod-like, I curse you become demon. And then he completely paid dandavats to Mother Parvati and said, because you are mother, I will accept whatever you have to do. It is not because of your anger, this is definitely my past karma, because of which I am going to get this body of a demon. And then he was completely very welcoming of that curse. At that time, Mahadev, Lord Shiva, then he started speaking. He said, my dear wife, now you listen to me very carefully. Chitraketu, he laughed. Okay, he should not have laughed. He laughed, but he did not laugh to make fun of me. Rather, he laughed to glorify me. He was laughing to show the world that look at this Mahadev. The most beautiful woman of this world is sitting on the lap, and still he is giving a class on Srimad Bhagavatam. This is the self-control of a great devotee. So he was actually glorifying me. He was not against me. And second thing, Chitraketu is such an exalted devotee. He has already achieved Krishna in his last life. He has already met with Krishna. He is such an exalted devotee, he could have counter-cursed you. When you said that you become a demon, he could have also have cursed you. But look at the devotee. And then he said the famous verse that the devotees of Krishna are also happy in hellish conditions. They don't care whether you put them in heaven, hell, earth, they don't care. They're always happy because they are always chanting the glories of Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Now, Chitraketu becomes a demon. The Acharyas explain something very beautiful which is very, very relevant to all of us. He was doing everything right. He was a devotee. He had achieved Krishna. But still, why did he get cursed? Now people might have questioned that we also are worshipping Krishna. So is it that we will also get cursed? So the answer given by the Acharyas is that sometimes when Krishna favors someone, he does Viparit Kripa. Viparit Kripa is he wants to fast track. It would have taken Vritarasura probably another 10 lives to go back to Krishna. But what Krishna, the Leela Krishna did now, that you become a demon, so he ensured that I cannot wait for 10 lives. So rather than becoming a Devata, you become a Asur, demon in one life and then you come back to me. So in our life also, sometimes we see that things are not going accordingly. We were thinking that everything we were doing as per our spiritual master, as per Krishna, but why am I suffering so much? Right? Nothing is going as per my plan. People are always misunderstanding me. There is so much of this. But understand that is Krishna's plan to pull you faster and quicker because he cannot wait. We might wait for 100 lifetimes, but he says no. Since you have chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra, I am going to pull you in this very lifetime. So this is called Viparit Kripa of Krishna. So then he becomes Vritarasura. Now the story. Now let's pause here, okay? Now we'll go to another story. Once Indra, he was sitting in his assembly, Amravati. and he was being glorified by everyone. Everyone was praising, they were doing kirtan and dancing, and they were all praising Indra. At that time, Brihaspati, the spiritual master, guru of Indra, he entered. Everyone rose from their seat and paid dandavats. But Indra was so much into his pride and arrogance that he thought that every day he comes anyways. If one day I don't get up from my seat and pay dandavats, what is the harm? Let it be my day today. Everyone is glorifying me. Why did my guru have to come at the same time? Isn't it? So he thought like that. And Gurudev, he understood. Now he is very full of this arrogance and pride. So he quietly left the assembly. As he was leaving the assembly, Indra quickly realized that I did a Guru Aparadh. This is wrong. I shouldn't have done that. So in front of everyone, to crush his false ego and pride, he said, I am such a low person. I did something I should have not even done in my dreams. To do Guru Aparadh is the greatest aparadh. Yasya prasadat bhagavad prasado yasya prasadat nagati kutopi. What does that mean? That if we offend Krishna, we will be forgiven and excused. But if we do aparadh towards our Guru, yasya prasadat na gati kutopi. Aprasadat, yes. Na gati kutopi. There is no gati. No one can save us. Because Guru Aparadh is the greatest aparadh. So then he was so sorry about it. But by then, Brihaspati, to teach him a lesson, he became invisible. He left the assembly and he was nowhere to be found. Now when the demons got to know that Indra has insulted his guru and there is Guru Aparadh on him, so he has become weak now. So they marched and they captured the Swargalok. When this happened, all the demigods, they ran towards their father, Lord Brahma. And they said, Pitama, this is the problem. So he said, because you are without a guru, this is why the demons have become so strong. So immediately you need a guru. So he said that Vishwarup, he is going to become your guru. But Vishwarup was almost the age of their child. So they were confused. He said, don't worry, he is a great, great devotee. And he is very equipped to become a guru. He will become your guru. So they all go to Vishwarup and they started glorifying Vishwarup. So Vishwarup said, you all are my fathers and uncles. What do you need? So they said that even though you are very small in age, but you have all the qualities to become a guru. And you know the mantras that even the great personalities don't know because of your tapasya. So we want to take you as our spiritual master, as our guru. So Vishwarup agreed. Now Vishwarup had Narayan Kavach. Narayan Kavach is one of the most strong prayers in anything. It's a shield that shields your body and no one can touch or harm anyone who has recited Narayan Kavach. So then he taught Indra this Narayan Kavach and Indra regained his kingdom back. But this Vishwarup, from his father's side, he was a Devata and his mother's side belonged to the demons, Asur. Devata and Asur, they are brothers. They are from the same lineage, same family. So he favored both. So while doing yajna every day, first he would do the yajna for the Devatas, for the demigods, but in the end when no one was looking, he would also do for the demons. One day Indra saw that. He saw that he is doing that. And he became so, demigods are selfish actually. They bought them, you give them wood and after that it's gone. So Indra beheaded his own guru. Just imagine. First he had insulted his guru and now he beheaded his own guru and we want to go to Swargalok. So we should not even aspire of going there. So he beheaded his guru. And then he got this Guru Aparadh again and this was severe. Now this Guru Aparadh, it was so severe that Indra begged to everyone that please share my sins. So 4 people shared the sins of Indra. Who are those 4 people? Earth, tree, river and women. These 4 they said fine, because you did everything for the demigods, we will share your sins. So the earth, the sin that earth is sharing us in 25% is the earth became desert. So you see all the desert part of the earth, that is because of the sin of Indra, the Guru Hatya. Guru Hatya. So Indra did give some good points to them as well. So he said, okay, because you have shared my sin, I will give you a benediction that whatever pole, the gaddha you have, that will be filled very soon. So that was the benediction. Then second, trees. The trees also shared, the trees shared that they will have sap. Sap is like gum that flows from the tree, and that is inauspicious. So they said that, okay, fine. And as a result, the positive thing was, Indra said, even if your twigs and branches are cut down, they will grow again. So that was it. Third was water. So the water was, the river said, the problem with river is that it creates foam and bubble. Foam and bubble. So that is also inauspicious. This is never used for sanctifying Krishna or for offering. So that was the third. And the fourth, women, the menstrual cycle in women. That did not existed. So the women had to go through this menstrual cycle after that because they are sharing the sin of Indra. And then again, what happened was that after that, the father of Vishwarup, Twashta, he became so angry at Indra that he did a sacrifice. And he said, I am going to get a child that will be the cause of death of Indra, who is going to kill Indra. Now he did a sacrifice and he was so angry that was a mantra, which was a short mantra, but because he was so angry, he did that mantra in a very long way and the meaning of the mantra changed. The Sanskrit changed. The mantra was supposed to be, give me a child that will kill Indra. But he said, give me a child that will be killed by Indra. So now we'll join both the stories. Mother Parvati cursed Chitraketu Maharaj, that go become a demon. And here Twashta, he did a sacrifice that give me a child who is going to kill Indra. So Indra is a Devata. To kill Indra, you have to become a demon, Asur. Mother Parvati said to Chitraketu, you become a Asur. So Chitraketu became Asur here, and he came out from the sacrifice as Vritrasur. And the name Vritrasur because as he came out, he became so huge that his foot was on the ground and his face started touching the sky. And the whole universe started shaking because he was so dangerous and scary. And he immediately took charge of Indra. And he covered the he took over the charge of Indralok. At that time, Indra again, he became very, very disturbed. And he ran towards Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu said, what now? You come every time, it's been very frequent now. Because of all the aparas that you are doing. So then he said, yeah, this time it is actually very serious. He said, every time it's serious. That's why you come to me. So what is it this time? So he said, there is a demon by the name Vritrasur. He said, oh yes, I know Vritrasur. It's impossible to defeat him. So they said, but we want you to help us. So Indra was thinking, maybe Lord Vishnu will kill. But then Krishna indirectly told him, I only do the work for my devotees. He thought that like for Prahlad he came and killed Hiranyakashipu, he will also kill Vritrasur. Krishna said, no, Prahlad was my devotee. You are sense enjoyer. You are not Ananya Chintayantama. You are my devotee but not 100%. You want your kingdom as well along with my devotion. But I only come for my pure devotees. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raj. Prahlad Maharaj was on that level. He had no designation. He did not want to become like you. So then what do we do? He said, there is one Rishi. You need to go and take his entire 206 bones. Now Indra was curious. Who? He said, Dadichi. As he said Dadichi, Indra had shivered down his spine. He said, please let it be anyone but Dadichi. He said, no, it has to be Dadichi. A very, very great life lesson for us is never misbehave with anyone. You never know when you will need them. This is what Indra had done. So there were two doctors. There are only two doctors in the Swargalok. Who are those? The two Ashwini Kumars. They are not much respected. We respect doctors here because we fall sick. There no one falls sick. So what is the use of doctors? So they were not respecting the two doctors. If they would sit, they would say, get out doctors, leave. You cannot eat with us, you cannot sit with us, you are very low category. So then the Ashwini Kumars, they used to feel insulted. What is this? So they thought that maybe if we get the Gyan, the Brahma Gyan, like we have Bhakti Shastri course, different courses, if we do, maybe then we will get the prestige we deserve. So they got to know that Dadichi Muni, he is actually an expert in Brahma Gyan and he does course every year. He has this course. So they go to Dadichi Muni to request that please enroll us in this course. So Dadichi Muni said, see, it's November now, the course is beginning from March. So you'll have to wait for a few months. So they paid the fees and everything. After some time, Indra got to know that the two Ashwini Kumar, behind my back, they have gone to learn Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gyan. So he was angry about it. He goes to Dadichi Muni and he says that if you teach them, I will behead you, I will chop your head off. So don't dare teach them. Now Ashwini Kumar got to know that Indra has warned. So he goes to Dadichi Muni. Dadichi Muni, will you not teach me? Teach us. Dadichi Muni said, see, I am a Brahman, I have given you my words, I have also paid the fees and it is not refundable. So I will have to teach you, but the problem is, if he is going to kill me, how will I teach you? He is going to behead me. Then they became so happy they started dancing. He said, didn't you hear? He is going to kill me, he is going to behead me. So Ashwini Kumar said that before he beheads you, we will behead you. He says, what kind of students? So Ashwini Kumar said, we were waiting for this moment. What kind of people are you? He said, see, we have done MBBS. We have done it on a so longer tenure and there has not been a single patient our whole life. Everyone is so fit. Now you will become our first patient. Why? Because we are going to chop your head and then we will transplant your head. So then he asked, Kar loge na? Will you be able to do this? Then he said, of course, we are doctors. Then Ashwini Kumar, they chopped the head of Dadichi Muni. And there was a horse. They took the horse head and they put it over his head. Now Indra got to know that he is already gone. So then they take Brahma Gyan. They got the knowledge of self-realization. After they got the certificate and everything, then they showed the certificate to the world on their social media. So Indra got to know through Instagram that they have done the course. Now he became really angry. How? So he goes and he sees Dadichi Muni has a horse head. He chops the head. And then Ashwini Kumar, they were hiding. As he chops and goes, they come and they put they had kept the head in a freezer. So they did the head transplant. Like Lord Shiva also did, we all with Lord Ganesh, right? He chopped the head and then he transplanted the head. And it was the same for Daksha as well. He got the head of a goat and then everything. So they are experts, the people of Swargalok. Now Indra said that I have already chopped his head, Dadichi Muni, and Lord Vishnu, you are saying that I should go and ask for his bones? So Lord Vishnu will do this to all of us as well. He will always put us in that situation with that devotee we have a problem with. And you might see that in the temple. I have seen that personally. The people you have problem with, anyone you have problem with, your neighbors, your in-laws, they are all our enemies from past life. This is law of karma actually. The people we disrespect or insult today, they are going to become our husband, wife, children in our next life. And they are going to take the revenge actually. So we should never misbehave with anyone. Lord Vishnu is teaching us, Lord Krishna is actually teaching us. that I am going to put you in the exactly same situation, in the same boat with the person you have insulted. So now he was so embarrassed that now I have to go and practically I have to ask him to kill himself, because to give your complete bones you have to die. So he goes. He said to Lord Vishnu, is there any option? He said no. Either you die by Vritrasur's hand, or you kill Dadichi and get his, but Dadichi might give you. Now Indra was even too embarrassed to share with Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu of course knows, but he was embarrassed. Now he goes with all these demigods. And he said, ये बुढ़ा तो नहीं देगा. He knew that he is not going to give. So as he goes, Indra, Dadichi says, Dadichi says, what now? Do you want my head again? So Indra says, not just head, I want your complete body. And Dadichi says, what shameless person are you, Indra? What shameless person? To save your throne, you want a Brahman to die. Just look at your selfishness. Get lost from here. And he said, I already told you, he is not going to give. But he remembered Lord Vishnu saying that no, he is going to give. So then he got some wisdom. He said that, see, you misbehaved with him, that is why he is so angry at you, but he is a Brahman. He knows the will of Lord. And he knows he is on the soul platform, complete soul platform. He has nothing attached to his body. Actually, he wanted to hear some advice from the demigod. That is why he was just joking when he said Indra to get lost. He did not mean it. He was just waiting for them to give some gyan, knowledge. So they started giving the knowledge that you are not this body, you are soul, and you should not be attached. He said, I know everything. I was just joking with Indra. And they put Ashwini Kumar in front, the disciples, and the disciples then they begged that, oh Guru Maharaj, please, for the benefit of the society, please give your bones. So then he sat in trance and his life came out, and then he went to the abode, and then the flesh was taken out and the bones was taken out, and Lord Vishnu has said that you go to Vishwakarma and he will make a thunderbolt out of it, your Vajra. So then Indra got that famous Indra Vajra, and then he said, with this Vajra you are going to kill Vritrasura. Now after getting that Vajra, they started marching towards demons to fight with the demons. And Indra became so glorious that the demons started shaking and they started running away from Indra and the Devatas. And as they are running away, the Devatas, they ran behind the Asuras and they were beating the Asuras. So Vritrasura became very angry at this. First he yelled at his own party that what kind of Napunsak you are, impotence. You are fighting and you are running away. And then he goes to the Devatas and then he started yelling at Devatas as well. And don't you know the rules of the fight, that if someone is running, putting their back, you should never charge on them. So both you are useless. And then he became so angry, he said, if you have to fight, I am a single man army, you fight with me. So Indra, after that Vritrasura, Indra threw another bolt. He did not use the Narayan Kavach, the one that the Dadichi Muni had given, because he was still doubtful. He thought that first let me use my previous one. He threw that and Vritrasura took it very casually, like a person, like a child throws something and you will catch it. So Vritrasura took it and he hit Airavat, who is the elephant, the chariot of Indra. And it is said Airavat went back 14 yards with Indra and both fell down and Airavat started bleeding. The blow was so mighty. He started bleeding and Indra and Airavat both shook actually with this blow. They could not understand that, because Airavat is not someone very normal or regular. He is transcendental. He came out from the Samudra Manthan. He is very transcendental and very powerful actually. He was completely shook. How is this possible? And then Vritrasura said, come, now you fight with him. Now I am going to show you what a fight is. Then the fight broke between both the parties. And the fight is going on, and sometimes Indra is down, sometimes Vritrasura is down, and everyone became the audience. They saw this very majestic and wonderful fight. And during that fight, then Indra finally chopped off one hand, the right hand of Vritrasura. But Vritrasura, he did not mind. He did not even pay attention. He took his left hand and he started fighting. Indra was shook. He was again shocked that what kind of warrior is this? He has no right hand. Anyone would have surrendered by now, but he's still fighting. So Indra stopped because now he got scared that if he can fight with his left hand, maybe he's gonna kill me. So he got scared and he stopped fighting. So this is the only pep talk given by an enemy, that you kill me, you fight me. Like pep talk is given to your own team that we are going in a match, you give your best for the next 70 minutes, 90 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it is. Here Vritrasura is telling, he's actually giving this talk to Indra. Get up, you fight, don't turn away from your enemy, finish your enemy. So Indra is saying, why? Why are you doing this? Do you want to die? He says, yes, I am waiting my whole life to die because I am in complete Krishna consciousness. This is the moment for me to die. I have been waiting this moment my whole life. So you fight with me. If I kill you, I am still a devotee, and if I die, I go to Krishna Lok. You fight, Indra, you don't worry about me, you fight. So Indra chops his left hand as well. He falls on the ground, but still his determination is so strong that he opens his mouth and his tongue is like a snake, and he coils Indra and he eats Indra alive. And then everyone becomes really amazed what just happened. Indra is dead. But because Indra had recited the Narayan Kavach, his body had a shield. He could not die. So from inside, Indra was there inside him, and Vritrasura with no hands, with no limbs of his body, he is completely absorbed in Krishna consciousness. And then he says the 4 shlokas that are called the prayers of Vritrasura. That is very famous. We'll take that in a complete different session because we're out of time now. And after that time, Indra, from inside, he uses that thunderbolt and he tears apart him, comes out and then chops his head. Now Vritrasura was so huge that it took 360 days to completely chop his head. 360 days, one complete year, and not our year, the year of the Devatas. But he was dead. His body, his soul left the body and went back to Dham, Golok Dham, Vaikuntha Dham. So this is the glory of Vritrasura, that even in those adverse conditions, because this gives us hope that even if we are in a very, very different and difficult situation, still in our end, Anta Narayan is Vitar. In the end, we should always, because who can, if our, even there is slight cut, we will say Mummy, Papa, or whatever it is, we will not remember Krishna. But this story is telling us that remember Krishna no matter what. And how do we do that? Start today. Everything that you do, everything. You drink water. Rasaham apsu kaunteya. In Bhagavad Gita 7th chapter, Krishna says, I am the taste of water. You thank Krishna every time that this is you, Krishna, I am drinking you. You can see, you thank Krishna, you have given me your eyes. You go out, you chant Narsimha Arti, that, oh Narsimha Dev, be with me, always protect me. Whatever you do, you see the skies, blue sky is Krishna, white sky is Balaram. You should always remember Krishna, and this needs to be done today. Don't think, because after hearing Ajamil Katha, people think in the end we will chant Narayan. No, that is not how it's gonna work. In the end, our senses will stop working. It won't work. So it is now, we have to, this is a preparation time for our death. So if we start thanking Krishna, remembering Krishna in everything, it is said in the end, Krishna will come to make us remember him. And in the 14th, this is the 14th chapter, I think in the 18th chapter, last verse, it is said, whoever hears this, reads this or recites this pastime in the morning, Brahmur, they will all go back to Godhead. So with this I will stop. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
If there is any question, you can ask away.
Prabhuji, just one realization. Yesterday, after Holi, we were going home, and there was one car. It took a wrong turn in front of us, and we were almost gonna collide, and straight away instead of calling Krishna's name, something else came. I don't want to even say. So yeah, this class was very beautiful, and I felt like it was for me.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Yeah, so because like when I was being trained, so we used to live with devotees in a base in voice, and there I learned from my senior devotees everything that happened. You drink Krishna, you sneeze Krishna, you drink water Krishna, you're taking prasadam Krishna, you're talking Krishna, Gauranga. So this needs to be in your habit. Then only when something like that happens, it will be Krishna, because now you are unconsciously, your subconscious mind has captured Krishna. But if we don't put this into practice, it's not going to happen. Yeah? But still, this is like outwardly. Inwardly also we have to memorize Krishna. That is why Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya and chanting, and then Krishna will give us the intelligence and mercy. Ask Akash Prabhu, is it ready? Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, why did Dadishi have to go through all this? Like, what was his role? I get it, what was his role in the whole the story?
The role was that we must always be ready at the disposal of Krishna. Whatever we have to do for Krishna, because I completed it in a very short way, Dadiji actually explains. He says that I was just joking with you. I know that in the end I have to die anyways. I am not immortal. But this is the most glorious way to give one's body, because at least Narayan has given orders to me, and I am following his orders. It is very difficult for someone to get direct orders from Lord Krishna. So who will reject his order? So it was a glory for him to die in such a way. So it is a kripa. Like I said, when Krishna wants you sooner, like there have been so many devotees in our organization, they were in the prime, they were sannyasis, and all of a sudden they quit their body. Now we are sad, but maybe Krishna wanted them sooner. Isn't it? Yeah. Any other questions? Ready? Okay. Okay, so if there is no question, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhu bhiva cha patitanama pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah ananta koti vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Jai Krishna.
जय प्रभु की जय।
महाप्रसादे गोविंदे
नाम ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे स्वल्पपुण्यवतराजम्
विश्वस्मनैव जायते शरीरा विद्याजन जोरेन्द्रिय दाहेगर जीवे वेले विशेषाग्रे तारा मध्य जीवादि लोभो मोहे सुधर्मति ताकि जीता कठिन संसारे कृष्ण बड़ो दोया मोहे तो बीवारे जीवा जाए सही साधन दिलो भाई सही नामृत पाओ राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ प्रेमिदा को जितनी दाई जय निभाई जय निभाई जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद शिवासादि गौर वृंदावन हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
महाप्रसादम की जय।